If you're studying for the knowledge of historical period styles and movements competency on the FTCE Humanities K-12 exam, code 022, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Dani, a certified teacher and test prep expert with Study.com. I've passed my art and education certification exams on the first try, and I'm here to help you do the same. So are you ready to get started? Let's go. The philosophy of humanism, which emphasized the potential and achievements of individuals, became a central focus of intellectual thought during which major period of Western culture? A. Renaissance, B. Medieval period, C. Baroque period, or D. Postmodernism. So this question wants us to identify the major period of Western culture in which the philosophy of humanism was prominent. Let's skip to B. The medieval period emphasized religious faith over philosophy. C. The Baroque period saw a rise in rationalism and individualism due to the expansion of scientific knowledge. D. The postmodern philosophical movement advanced the idea that truth is subjective. Back to A. The correct answer is A. Renaissance. The Renaissance was a period in European history from the 14th to 17th century that marked a rebirth of interest in the culture of classical antiquity. Humanism was a dominant intellectual movement during this time. The use of dramatic light and shadow to create intense emotional expression, a characteristic known as tenebrism, is most closely associated with which artist and period of Western culture? A. Pablo Picasso during Cubism. B. Caravaggio during the Baroque period. C. Jackson Pollock during Abstract Expressionism. Or D. Claude Monet during Impressionism. So this question is asking us to identify the artist and period of Western culture in which tenebrism was used. Let's start with A. Cubism is known for its use of geometric forms, fragmented to depict multiple perspectives, as seen in the works of Picasso. Let's jump to C. Abstract Expressionism brought forth non-representational imagery, depicted in Pollock's works. D. Impressionism is characterized by the use of visible brushstrokes and capturing light and fleeting moments in everyday life, shown in the works of Monet. Let's look back at B. Caravaggio is renowned for his use of tenebrism, a painting technique that employs extreme contrasts of light and dark to create a dramatic effect. Caravaggio's paintings are notable for their realistic observation of the human state, both physical and emotional, and his dramatic use of lighting to heighten dramatic impact. Caravaggio, during the Baroque period, used tenebrism. Feudalism, a system in which land was owned by lords and worked by serfs who were bound to the land, was a predominant political and economic structure during which major period of Western culture? A. Renaissance, B. Medieval period, C. Hellenistic period, or D. Industrial Revolution. So we're choosing the major period of Western culture in which feudalism was a predominant political and economic structure. A. The Renaissance period saw a shift away from feudalism and a rise of nation-states. Let's look at C. The Hellenistic period in Greece began moving away from the polis-based structure into the formation of monarchies and occurred before feudalism. D. The Industrial Revolution brought forth the rise of capitalism and industrialization in place of agrarian and handicraft economies, and occurred after feudalism. B. Feudalism was the dominant social system of medieval Europe, roughly from the 9th to the 15th century. In this hierarchical system, the king granted large pieces of land called fiefs to lords and nobles, who in turn allowed serfs to live on and work the land in exchange for military protection and a portion of the agricultural produce. The correct answer is the medieval period. The Gothic architectural style, characterized by pointed arches, ribbed vaults, and flying buttresses, is most closely associated with which religious tradition's influence on Western culture during the medieval period? A. Buddhism, B. Islam, C. Judaism, or D. Christianity. So we want to choose the religious tradition that featured the Gothic architectural style as an influence on Western culture during the medieval period. A. Buddhist architecture is composed of stupas, which are dome-shaped, and pagodas, which are multi-story towers with upward curving roofs. B. Islamic architecture is characterized by intricate geometric patterns and calligraphy upon arches and domes. C. In Judaism, the synagogue architecture varies, with a few common elements such as the ark, eternal light, and the bema. The correct answer is D. Christianity. Gothic architecture is a style that flourished in Europe during the High and Late Middle Ages, and it originated in the 12th century France. It evolved from Romanesque architecture and was succeeded by Renaissance architecture. These architectural advancements were often used to inspire awe and reverence towards the Christian faith, and were a significant contribution to Western culture by the Christian tradition during the medieval period. Those are a few examples of the types of humanities questions you'll see. How are you feeling about them? Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more on this topic. For more practice, check out our FTCE Humanities K-12-022 playlist. And for even more detailed practice, strategies, and customizable study materials, head over to study.com and check out our FTCE Humanities K-12 test prep course. Those who use study.com boast a 92% pass rate. Our courses include full-length exams, hundreds of authentic practice questions, and short, targeted video lessons specifically based on the latest test updates. With our resources, you'll know exactly what to expect on test day. Like this video and subscribe to this channel to get all the latest FTCE test updates. And please leave your questions and success stories in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Happy studying!